Hey folks, my name's Ed Travers. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I'm an Anglican priest serving in the beautiful parish of Christchurch-Shelburne that sits on the ancestral and on the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This past Sunday we read from the Gospel of St. John, the 12th chapter. And the passage began with some Greeks approached Philip and said, "We want to see Jesus." Now, in tradition, there are some who believe that these Greeks were actually there to kill Jesus. They were there to take him out. If it had been done by Greeks, then the Pharisees would be less likely to be implicated. They could eliminate the problem quickly and quietly without too much blowback from the community around them. In other words, they would blame the Greeks. We're not going to get into that today. It's an interesting thought. I don't know how much stock I put into it. But the thing I really want to talk about today, and this week actually, is their statement to Philip. We want to see Jesus. I think it's kind of profound. And so we're going to explore a little bit this week what it may mean to us, what it might mean to the world, what it could possibly say to us, and some other questions that get generated because of the statement. Now today we're going to focus on we want to see Jesus. Because I want to ask the question, what does that mean? We want to see Jesus. Now these guys saying we want to see Jesus, these Greeks, let's assume that they're not there to kill him. These Greeks are saying we want to see Jesus because they've heard about him. He's become notorious somehow. They've heard about the work that he's doing. They've heard about the miracles that he's been performing. They've heard about his teachings. People have been talking about him. And because of all this, they've taken it upon themselves to meet him. They want to meet this guy. This sounds impressive. This sounds important. This sounds like it could really be of value to us. At the very least, this guy is kind of famous right now, and we want to get our picture. We want to get a selfie taken. There's something about Jesus, and there's something about the stories that are being shared about him, the way people are talking about him, that these Greeks, they want to see him. They want to see him for themselves. The big question for me today is, why would people want to see him? Why would people want to see him? What is it that they expect to see in him? What is it that they expect to see of him? What are the characteristics that he offers the world that people want to see? Because I truly believe today, right now, in this world, people desperately want to see Jesus. People of faith, people without faith, people regardless of their faith, they want to see Jesus. There are certain characteristics, there are certain character traits, there are certain aspects of who he is that we, all of us, are desperate to see. Because we know if we see them, it will do something for us. It'll fill a void. It'll bring us to a certain place. It'll offer us something that we are missing. These characteristics of Jesus are things that we, for good reason, have difficulty believing that they actually exist within another person. The characteristic, the chief characteristic, the focal characteristic of Jesus Christ is his love for the people around him and for God. You can say all kinds of other things about him, but at the end of the day, it boils down to his love for the world, his love for the people that he spent his time with, his love for the people that he taught, his love for the people in his community, his love for the people of those towns that he went to, his love for the people in the temples and in the synagogues, his love for his community, his love for his God. Jesus' entire life can be summed up in love. Everything about him spoke love. Every action, every word, every behavior, every dream, every vision, every desire spoke of the immensity of his love. His love allows us to see what true sacrifice really is. His love shows us what true mercy, true compassion, true forgiveness truly is. His love offers us a purpose in life that is beyond anything that we could ever imagine, a purpose of service, a purpose that is filled with greatness through that service, a purpose that, as he says, allows the last, the least of these to be the greatest. It's a love that turns everything upside down, topsy-turvy. It's a love that changes the way we see our current social structures. It's a love that shows us that possibilities abound, that there is nothing that is outside of the realm of possibility. It's a love that shows us the power that is held within that one four-letter word, hope. It's a love that shows us all things are open to us. In today's world, people want to see Jesus. They may not say it that way. They may not think of it that way. But people want to see Jesus. They are in need. They need to see Jesus. They need to see what he is all about. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord's face be made to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord's countenance be lifted up to you, and may you always know the peace of being in the Lord's presence. And I pray that just as the world needs to see Jesus, that you and I, regardless of where we come from, regardless of where we stand, we will offer that image of Jesus Christ, which is love beyond measure. Amen.